Yo, welcome everyone. Bitcoin is about to break a massive trendline resistance and majority will probably miss the entire move, but I really do hope you are right now ready and positioned for another pump. Now first, you can actually see that yesterday Bitcoin got another very small rejection back towards downside. When we are going with our Fibonacci retracement from the recent high back towards the recent low, it does look like golden Fibonacci ratio at 83,000 US dollar area was hit, and not only that, paying attention to the Bitcoin CME futures chart, you can notice we just filled the entire CME gap with the entire push towards the upside. And because of that, of course, because we were trading at the area of resistance, because we filled the CME gap, we got a very small push towards downside. And yes, if you have been following me on Twitter, you know exactly my plan. I even said right here, Bitcoin must push above the weekly level to keep the bullish case alive. 77,000 is the last decent support zone. Any lower and things get messy. Until then, the market still favors long positions. And yes, it does look like we got another push towards the upside. Bitcoin is, as of right now, once again trading above the weekly level. And yes, of course, we continue holding long positions on Ethereum, on Ondo, on XRP, and of course also on the Bitcoin chart itself. And also one very important thing, why do you think we had still a higher probability of pushing towards the upside? Why I said to you that at the moment, market still favors long positions? Pay attention to what other people were doing in the market. We got, still on Bitcoin, a significant higher low right here. However, if you right now pay attention to the CVD indicator, you're going to see literally almost an exact low, or if you're going to zoom in a little bit, you're going to see a slightly lower low was formed on the CVD indicator, which right now means people were shorting Bitcoin exactly at this specific area. A lot of people were still bearish, expecting another major push towards downside. But once again, I knew my plan, and also later in the video, we are going to pay attention to also what other people think about if Bitcoin actually bottomed out at the area of approximately 75,000 US dollars. But of course, it once again does look like majority does not have any clues of what they are doing in the market. They are shorting once we are seeing a push down, and they are being bullish exactly at the area of resistance. To be honest, I am doing completely opposite, looking for buying positions exactly at the bottom, looking for short positions exactly at the top. And now, if we go directly into this specific poll that was posted 23 hours ago, I asked you, what do you think? Has Bitcoin bottomed out? And majority said no. It does look like a lot of people are, as of right now, still expecting lower. People think we are going to move below 75,000 US dollars. And yes, to be honest, of course, this right here is still a possibility. I am not saying with 100% probability Bitcoin needs to see a major pump towards the upside. However, if you're going to pay attention to some other indicators, and yes, later in the video, I'm going to show you exactly what Achler stochastic CG oscillator is doing on the weekly time frame, and also we are going to go with the RSI and MACD indicator. All of those indications are, as of right now, pointing literally straight towards the upside. And additionally, as we have been saying right here, also yesterday on Twitter, if we are trading above the weekly high-term time frame area of resistance, bullish Bitcoin indication, and ideally, I still want to see Bitcoin pushing even higher towards the upside. And if I right now answer to you what I think if Bitcoin has right now bottomed out or no, to be honest, I would actually go with a yes. I do think there is, as of right now, still a higher probability Bitcoin bottomed out at this specific area, and we are looking for higher targets. That being said, I am paying attention for a breakout above this major diagonal area of resistance on the daily time frame. And that is also why right now, I would really appreciate for you to smash up the like button, because 1,000 likes are definitely possible. And also, thank you for subscribing to the channel. Let me right to do share with you another another bullish indication that was posted by Ally on Twitter only a couple of hours ago, because he's right now saying in the previous cycle and now this one, the rally began right at this point when Bitcoin touched the 1-year moving average. And you can as of right now see we are trading exactly at this specific support area, and in the previous examples we have gotten a significant reaction towards the upside once Bitcoin was trading at this specific diagonal area of support. Now if we also look at this specific example back in 2021, once we broke the level, bearish indication, and Bitcoin went in a significant bear market. However, because as of right now support is still support until proven otherwise, I want to see another push toward the upside, ideally even a brand new all-time high. Why so? Because this specific indicator is right now being extremely bullish. We are still not breaking it towards some side. And also, let me right now share with you what has been happening on Bitcoin on the RSI, MACD, and also Achler stochastic CG indicator. You can notice that on the weekly time frame, we are still forming a brand new double bottom pattern. The last time we got a double bottom pattern was exactly at this specific area. Bitcoin at least got some kind of the bottom right here. Yes, we did get another push down, but nevertheless, since then, we are right now continuing in a significant uptrend on the weekly time frame. But not only that, remember a couple of days ago, I also shared with you what happened with the hash ribbons indicator on the weekly and on the daily time frame. We got another buy signal. Last time we got a buy signal right here, Bitcoin got another push down. Similarly, what we also got only a couple of days ago, and we exploded towards a brand new all-time high. And not only that, what if we right now also go with the RSI indicator and the MACD indicator? Both of those indicators are very basic and, to be honest, one of my favorite ones. A lot of people say that because those indicators are very basic, they are not anything special, they are not really paying attention to them. However, personally, I really do like the RSI indicator in a combination with the MACD indicator, where you can right now see on the weekly time frame, of course, Bitcoin is still forming a significant higher low. On the RSI indicator, it is going to be a very slight lower low right here, and also on the MACD indicator, another significant lower low, which now means hidden bullish divergences are being present on the weekly time frame, on the MACD, and also on the RSI indicator. Now, what if we go on the daily time frame? The exact same thing has been happening right here. You can notice higher lows on the RSI, also higher lows on the MACD, which means a regular bullish divergence is also being present on both of the indicators on a very high term time frame. Significant bullish Bitcoin indication, and that is simply why I am telling you, if we start breaking also this major diagonal area of resistance towards the upside, our long positions most probably are going to be even more in profit. And that is simply why you need to be prepared for higher if Bitcoin in the upcoming days, in the next couple of hours, is going to be able to break this major diagonal level literally straight towards the upside. But of course, as I usually say, we trade from level to level, and another level that I would like to point out right now is going to be a fresh daily high term time frame area of resistance where Bitcoin is trading as right now. What we can right now do, yesterday, because of the rejection, Bitcoin confirmed another brand new daily high term time frame level where you can right now notice how nicely it is being respected. But to be honest, I do expect Bitcoin to break this level towards the upside. I don't really think that this specific level is anything major, and I would like to see much higher price targets, with the first level being the area of approximately $85,000, where you can clearly see another very important daily area of resistance is landing. And yes, if you're then also going to pay attention to the liquidations, maybe even you're going to be surprised, because yesterday I shared with you, once we go on the weekly time frame for Bitcoin at the $85,000 area, yesterday there were still a lot of liquidations, and as right now, those liquidations are gone. So I would simply say, even though we have our daily levels right here, it's not really a major area of resistance, and ideally, once again, I want to see a breakout above the daily levels right here, and of course also then eventually a breakout out of this major diagonal area of resistance. And that is simply why you can trade with us, and if you want to get a free $1,000 trade, click the first link down below. On Bybit Exchange right now, you can claim a $1,000 position airdrop that is is right now still available for the next 19 days. Deposit on the exchange after registering with the first link down below, and then you're going to get a free 1000 US dollar trade. Now, this free trade is also available for people that are already signed up under me. Now, additionally, simply go into the rewards hub right here, because only after creating a brand new account, you're going to get 20 USDT completely for free, and after depositing $100, you're going to get another 10 USDT, and also then open a 10 US dollar trade for you to get another 20 USDT directly deposited in your account. So take advantage of the free trade, of the free bonuses, using the first link down below after you register and after initial deposit. Now, let me also talk about another very important weekly and monthly close that are coming up in the next couple of days. On the weekly time frame, in the next 2 days, we are going to see, of course, a brand new weekly close. Now, pay attention to this exact candle, because if Bitcoin is going to be able to close this specific candle, something like that, it is going to mean bullish pin bar is going to be formed, bullish candlestick pattern, but not only that, a brand new, very strong weekly high-term time frame area of support at exactly 78,300 US dollars. So once again, this specific level is then going to be another significant support level for Bitcoin, because it is then also going to align with the golden Fibonacci ratio. Even if we are right now going to see another push down, in the next 2 days, we are confirming another fresh weekly high-term time frame level, which is definitely going to be another very strong area of support. Now, let me also go on the monthly time frame. This specific candle, yes, it is going to be closed in the next 19 days. However, if we are closing the monthly candle something like that, it is going to mean indecision in the market. So I would definitely, ideally then, like to see a push towards the upside above the diagonal area of resistance, closing the monthly candle something like that, which is most probably going to mean Bitcoin reached the bottom, which of course, once again, majority voting in this specific pool were wrong, because of course it does look like majority is still expecting lower for Bitcoin, but nevertheless, ideally, I really want to see Bitcoin bottoming out at this specific area and simply continuing its way literally straight towards a brand new all-time high. That is why right now, I do want to share with you also what I am expecting with Ethereum, because people have been asking me, bro, do you think Ethereum is right now dead? Do you think we are going to go lower for Ethereum? And do I even expect Ethereum to recover from the area where it's trading as of right now? Because once you're going to compare the price action of Ethereum and Bitcoin, Ethereum is seeing much a bigger push towards upside, and also it is not really showing any major sign of strength when we compare it to the Bitcoin price itself. And yes, that is why we need to go directly into the Ethereum Bitcoin chart, because this specific chart is as of right now telling to us most probably still slightly lower targets are possible. On the weekly and also on the monthly, you can right now see I have only one important support level on the entire chart, and this is going to be the monthly high-term time frame area of support, which as of right now on Ethereum still has not been reached. Now, additionally, let me do share with you another very interesting indication on the RSI indicator when we are looking on a very high-term time frame. That being said, on the monthly time frame, we are being significantly oversold right here, but also logically thinking what we said before for Bitcoin. Bitcoin is forming bullish divergences all across the board on the daily and the weekly time frame. However, Ethereum Bitcoin chart is as of right now also seeing quite a significant setup for a hidden bullish divergence. Not confirmed, however, higher low is as of right now being formed. That is why ideally I want to see Ethereum Bitcoin chart bouncing at the monthly support level right here. But on the other hand, the RSI indicator is seeing a lower low directly in the oversold area. That is then going to be a bullish indication for Ethereum, and that is why most likely Ethereum can outperform Bitcoin itself. So to be honest, if I would right now be deciding to buy Bitcoin or Ethereum, because Ethereum is probably going to reach this massive area of support, because the RSI indicator is signaling a significant oversold area, I would much rather buy more Ethereum versus Bitcoin, because another major level, another major price target is going to be reached potentially in the next couple of days. So right now the plan for Bitcoin and for Ethereum is staying very, very simple. Ideally, I want to see higher. I am positioned and I am holding some insane long positions on the entire cryptocurrency market, on all of those altcoins, including Bitcoin. I want to see ideally by the end of the year a brand new all-time high. But once again, we trade from level to level, and right now, first of all, Bitcoin Bitcoin really needs to break this major diagonal area of resistance towards the upside, and then of course we are going to go from there. If you are not already in a long or a buy position, I would simply say look to dollar cost average into a long or a buy position approximately this specific area. Stop loss can be placed below the support level, below the recent low right here, and of course once again ideally we want to see a pump towards the upside at least towards 89,000 US dollars for Bitcoin to break this major diagonal area of resistance straight towards the upside. And that is why if you want a free 1,000 US dollar trade, click the first link down below, register on Bybit, and after initial deposit you're going to get a free trade. Now additionally, go into the rewards hub because you are going to get another 20 USDT for creating an account and then depositing $100 for you to get another 10 USDT free bonus. And also right now, thank you for smashing up the like button.